Harry, first of all, congratulations. You've got great news from the specialist. How pleased was that?
Oh, it was the best news I've had in 2 years, I reckon. Well, no, especially since breaking my leg. It's been 41 weeks to the day. I worked it out yesterday. I broke my leg on a Thursday, and I got the all clear 41 weeks later. As soon as he told me, I jumped out the seat. I had Ryan, the physio, next to me. I just started shouting, "Yes, we've done it." No, I was really made up.
How nervous has the last 6 weeks been? Obviously, you had that initial scan where they weren't 100% happy with you. Has it been a nervous time over the last 6 weeks?
Parts of it have, especially this last week, I'd say. Just I've been looking forward to this, getting to this point, and after the news last time that it wasn't quite where it needed to be, I was a bit thinking, what if it's the same and I need another 6 weeks? But fortunately, it wasn't. I've worked hard over these 6 weeks, and I could tell in myself that it had definitely improved. Even jogging around the training park, which was what I was struggling with. At top end speeds, I couldn't feel it, but I was struggling just to jog in parts of training, and now that's completely gone. So I was wondering, it must be a good sign, and luckily it was.
Does it feel like perhaps it's a silver lining? It's given you that 6 weeks to really fine tune things and make sure that you're 100% ready to go.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing with a big injury. You don't want to rush back, and this last 6 weeks, I've just been able to continue working on my strength work, which is now better than it was before I broke my leg. And just fine tune, get some testing in as well, because you've got to pass tests to make sure that your leg's strong enough to return to the field, both the bone and the muscles. And yeah, so I feel ready to go now, and I cannot wait to get back on the training field on Monday.
What's the plan now? You mentioned you'll be back on the field on Monday.
So basically, I can return to full contact training, and there's a few steps we need to go through with that. And I think the plan is we're going to sit down on Monday with Rich, the coaching staff, and the medical team, and probably put a plan together for the next 2 to 3 weeks for my return to playing. I've got a game in mind which I want to play, and they all know that, so it's just about getting ready for that.
And in terms of the last 41 weeks, I know you've had some ups and downs along the way, but do you feel it's going to leave you now a better player to the Harry Newman we now see, a better player than one that left that field over at St Helens?
Yeah, definitely, Phil. When I broke my leg, I'd just been selected for England, and obviously that was great news. And although I thought I was playing well at the time, I reckon this long period has given me a massive opportunity to grow both physically and mentally as a player. I don't think as a player you can go through much tougher times than being out for nearly a year, especially watching your teammates playing every week, knowing you'd be playing, missing a Challenge Cup final. And I guess that's just made me even more hungry. Throughout the 41 weeks, I've improved my strength, as I've already mentioned, and I wanted to improve my upper body strength. And I came back in and I couldn't bench press 120 kilos, and now I can do 150. So I've improved massively in that aspect. Speed-wise was another one, and I've actually hit a higher speed since I broke my leg compared to what I did before. And I guess the massive part is the mental side of it. Just battling every day, getting yourself up for training, because there's some days where you just think, I'm never going to return. Especially when you get a bit of bad news, it's hard to get yourself up for training again. But I guess overcoming that and getting the all clear yesterday has just made it worthwhile.
And of course, the team are on a great run of form as well, so you'll be itching to get out there and be part of that.
Yeah, definitely. They're playing really well at the minute. They've won 4 on the bounce, and I just can't wait to get out there again. I've missed it so much, and especially knowing that the fact that we're getting a full crowd in the next couple of weeks, and knowing that my first game back, that stadium will be packed out. And I guess it must have meant to be. Someone's clearly said, let's wait for Harry to get back, and the crowds will be back. So I cannot wait. It's going to be great.
Harry Newman, the crowd pleaser.
Hopefully, I know it'll take a couple of games to get back into it. And I'm not expecting to be firing 100% straight away, especially after being out for so long. But I've worked on my skill. My skill's as sharp as it's ever been. And I guess it'll take a couple of games just to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, and I mean you've done some training. You mentioned doing fair bit of running, and you've done some skills and things. I know you've been working with Sean Long on those things.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that first tackle, that getting hit for the first time and getting up and going again?
Definitely. I know after my first combat session next week with Jonesy, I'm probably going to not be able to move the next day. Not being whacked for 41 weeks and then throwing yourself back into the fold it'll be interesting. But no, I can't wait. I've already told Rich what my first carry is going to look like. So no, I think everyone's really happy, and just know I'm this close to returning now. So the news yesterday, it didn't feel real, if I'm honest. After being at it, it was surreal.
And big game for the boys tonight against Catalans. You'll be there cheering them on. It's a real test for them.
Yeah, definitely, especially having played so many games in the last however many days. But the boys will give 100% tonight. They're going up against Catalan. I think have only lost one game this season. So probably a big test for us to see where we're at. But after that massive win away at Warrington last week, they'll be up for this again and looking forward to the game tonight.